Hey, what's up, guys? Today we are back again on the Pioneer server, and we are going to be talking about the Phantomals. Now, we're not going to review all of them in depth or anything. I want to talk about the two, maybe the two or three that I think are the best ones to level up at the start of the season. I'm probably really only going to focus on the two because we're going to have limited resources. We're not just going to be able to level them all up instantly or anything like that. And Snow Stomper, I think, is the best one to start with, especially for Supreme Arena. And then I'm going to go with Lone Gaze, I think. So Snow Stomper, I chose him because, well, at level 3 with his ultimate, he'll start with 1,000 energy, and he'll be able to cast his ult right away, which will reduce the enemy's haste by 40. And that's a pretty big debuff to start a fight with. And the other cool thing is you can use him as Lily May bait if you want to. And yeah, because you could also, you can make your Phantimal your Theodor's lieutenant and feed him energy. There's all kinds of cool little things you can do with your Phantimals. They're just like a regular hero. It's pretty cool. I like this mechanic a lot instead of the talent tiles, at least so far. But the other cool thing about his skills is this first skill that he has. It says when an enemy receives a stat reduction debuff from an allied hero, they gain a stack of fragile, and that reduces their phys and magical defense by up to 15%. At level 3 it goes up to 15, starts at 10%, and then each ally can trigger this effect once with a stack limit of 3. So you only need 3 debuffs to trigger the maximum stacks, and when you trigger the max stacks, an ice block crashes down and deals true damage equal to 60% of the enemy's max HP, but it can't exceed 900% of Snow Stomper's attack. So it is the damage is capped, but it is a pretty big hit. And at level 4, it says when the enemy reaches the max stacks of fragile, the ice block will crash down every 6 seconds. Now each subsequent ice block will deal less damage, but it's still a pretty cool effect, and it can be hard for an enemy to deal with that kind of damage coming in every 6 seconds. So that's why I like Snow Stomper. Now the next skill is every Phantimal has this skill. It's all the same, so don't really need to go over that. And then these skills, we'll talk about these later on in the season. So yeah, that's why I like Snow Stomper. The reasons I like Lone Gaze is because his ultimate, he summons wolves. They deal some damage. They put bleed stacks onto the enemies that they hit, and these bleed stacks can actually do some decent damage. Not to mention the Lone Gaze himself can do some decent damage too. And the other cool thing is when you kill an enemy that's got a mark on them, your allies will drink the enemy's blood and heal for 50% of that hero's max HP. So you get some decent survivability out of Lone Gaze, plus some decent damage and whatnot. And it helps put pressure on the enemy teams. So I think I'll be focusing on Lone Gaze and Snow Stomper to start with. And then I think I like Tessio next. But he's more of a healing Phantimal. He doesn't really do a whole lot of damage stuff, so we'll have to test him out a bit more. Anyway, we're going to hop into Supreme Arena, and we're going to actually use these Phantimals on some teams. So let me get that set up. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got some teams set up, and we are using, for Team 1, we are using Theodor with Siren as the Lieutenant, so we get an early ultimate, and Dark Moon goes up. That's going to give us a stack of the Fragile from Snow Stomper. Pharamore's going to boost up the Siren's attack. Valar is also going to be debuffing the enemy's haste a bit, and that's going to give us another stack of Fragile. And then Pang hopefully can get his damage going, and also he's going to be providing us chi shields and whatnot. So I'm hoping this team can pull out a win here. I'm not sure what heroes they're using on the back, but if I had to guess, it's probably the Perseus Lily May team. So maybe we should put Brutus in here in case they're running that, because we're gonna need a tank that can deal with the Lily May. And do I want to, because I don't know where Lily May is gonna be positioned, so I guess I'll put Brutus like this, like this, and hopefully that will hopefully Lily May is like positioned somewhere over here near Theodor, because that would make Brutus her target. And let's see Team 2. So Team 2 is going to be our Mauler team with Lone Gaze, and we are going to be using Aaron, Shakir, Seth, Satrana, and Shamira. So I'm hoping we can kind of keep the fight here, and allow our Chimera to kind of chill in the back, boosting up her energy and then getting her ultimate off and kill this enemy team. And if we can get a quick kill against this enemy team, it's going to increase the damage they take, and then it's also going to decrease the magic damage they deal. So using physical damage dealers is better on this map, but if you can, you know, get a kill quick and boost up your team, you might be able to get away with using more magic damage type dealers. So we'll see what happens. Team 3 is going to be my Ravion, Lily May, Perseus, Leica, Thorin team. So we've got Snowstomper here again, and it looks like they're running a dot damage team. So we'll see how this team does against the dot damage. And yeah, now remember, you can position your Phantomals anywhere you want, so they can be Lily May bait heroes. You could connect your Phantomal to Thorin if you wanted to. You can make your Phantomal the lieutenant for Thador. There's a lot of cool things you can do with your Phantomals with their positioning. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this fight and let's see how it plays out. Okay, so Lily May was on team 1. She blocked the Phantomals ultimate, and I'm hoping looks like she targeted the Brutus. Here comes our Siren ult. Hopefully we can get some big damage to these guys and kill them before they do anything major to us. It's not looking good. Perseus is getting an ult off. Our Faramore went down. There's a Xandrock ult. Here comes another Siren ult, but he is almost dead. Yeah, they are hanging in there pretty strong. If our Valara could heal us up a bit, that might be really nice. Alright, so we killed one of their heroes. Thador is tanking it pretty good. And he's surviving that Lily May burst. There goes the Lily May. And can we finish this off? Come on. Come on, Siren, you can. Alright, we got it. I wasn't sure we were going to actually pull that victory out. That was pretty epic. So let's see what our Mauler team can do. And I think that haste reduction on team 1 from Snowstomper really helped us out a lot. I don't really expect to do super well on this team, but we'll see what happens here. There goes our Chimera. Kulu's gonna probably burst us down really tough here. And yeah, that didn't work out too well. That's a pretty strong team. I'd have to go back to the drawing board, see what happens there. But let's see how our Perseus team does. Looks like we already killed one of their heroes. They're trying to stay strong. We killed another one. Dunliner's about to go down. There he goes. Now can we finish off these last 3 heroes? Is that what's left? Yeah, 3 heroes. Okay, there we go. Leica gets her ultimate, and we got the win. So we were able to beat the dot damage team really with no problem. And yeah, like I said, I think Snowstomper and Lone Gaze are going to be really good. Snowstomper being the best one at the start of the season, and then I think Tessio is going to be probably the runner-up to Lone Gaze, or maybe Lone Gaze and Tessio are about the same. The Greyborn one isn't bad by any means. I don't want to say it's a bad one, but I feel like that one's going to come more into play near the end of the season, or maybe in the middle of the season. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I got loot bar link down below, Discord link down there too, and if you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I really like brownness, yeah. It's yummy. I play games with y'all.